I, 31F, and my best friend, Mandy, also 31F, have been friends since middle school. We got especially closer since college and beyond, when she started going through really serious health issues. That has seemingly always been a present factor and consideration in our friendship, and never something I passed judgment on her for. There have been numerous times over the last decade where Mandy was hospitalized or immobilized/homebound. We always take things at her pace, and I visit her in the hospital or at home, where it's most comfortable for her. A few years ago, I moved away from the area I grew up in. Mandy is one of the few close friends I still have left in that area. Most of my other friends are also long-distance friends. I go back and visit as often as I can and usually try to make plans with Mandy as time allowed. We had kept in touch almost daily through Snapchat or sending each other memes through various platforms, but communication has gotten less and less since I've moved away and serious health complications arose for Mandy. We still had hours-long catch-up calls every once in a while, but communication has all but stopped in between those times, and pretty much any and all communication is initiated by me these days. Recently, in the last year, I had gotten engaged. I have a few close friends, and honestly, Mandy would have been my MOH because we were that close. I chose another close best friend of mine, knowing Mandy's precarious health situation might prevent her from being too involved, which I fully understand, and she agreed that was for the best. I kept things open-ended and said that I would keep checking in with her about how much or how little she would like to be informed and involved. She hasn't engaged in any of our wedding chats, either through text nor video calls, and at one point, said just to plan things without her. It made me sad, and I knew she does that when she doesn't want to feel like a burden. I kept reiterating how much she means to me, and I don't want to count her out. Her physical and mental health has been in a rough spot, and at one point recently, she basically said she's just waiting to die. It broke my heart, and there's no way I wanted to plan in that mindset without her. After this, there was a period where I initiated all communication with her, to no response. After triple, quadruple texting over the period of about a month with no response, I really started to worry. I tried to give her space, but I also know when she goes radio silent, that usually means something serious has happened. Either she's in the ER/hospital/had emergency surgery, etc. I basically asked for a sign of life, just something, and still got nothing back. I really started to worry and reached out to her mom to ask if everything was okay. Her mom replied that Mandy was physically okay, but mentally going through a down period. I was somewhat relieved, but also a little sad and confused why Mandy didn't respond at all to her best friend. Not an emoji, not even a reaction on any of my texts to let me know there was someone on the other end. Pensive face, I let her know I was there for her, and asked if there was anything more I could do to support her better and make her feel seen and heard. I have gone wedding dress shopping at this point. She is someone whose opinion I highly trust, and I know under normal circumstances, she would want to be there. I couldn't get a response back about the dress appointment, either. I knew accessibility was a concern, so I worked everything out with the shop to make sure she'd have a ramp, we'd be in a private showing room, etc. for Mandy's comfort. After asking and waiting for a response, she finally said she'd be a game time decision that day whether or not she'd be able to make it, which I figured. I asked her if she could at least let me know either way when the time came. For additional context, I am NC with my blood relatives. My friends are my chosen family and mean the absolute world to me. I also invited some people on my in-laws' side, since I am very close with them as well. Mandy knows this and knows about my family situation. We've bonded over shared family traumas, etc. The day of my dress appointment arrives. I haven't heard anything from Mandy at all. I also was missing a member from my in-laws' side and knew my mom would not be present since we're NC. I put on a brave face and went on with my dress appointment as planned. Mandy never showed. Mandy never texted me to explain. Needless to say, I felt abandoned and hurt. I still had a lovely time with the people who did show up for me, but I was still thinking about this in the back of my mind the whole time. I waited a day, then texted Mandy saying, "I missed you yesterday." She took about another day to respond, saying she missed me too. I feel like if I had never reached out to her and said anything, she never would have either. Meanwhile, during the period I feared for the worst with her health, and she also never showed to my dress appointment. She's been fairly active on social media. She has posted about her medical journey, but also showed off some concerts she's gone to recently. I have tried to be understanding, knowing that sometimes reaching out or talking to people when you're in a bad place can be really hard. But there is a part of me that feels hurt. She somehow has the time and energy to go to concerts with strangers, but not even let her best friend know she's alive, or be present with me during one of the most meaningful and important times in my life. AITA for feeling upset? I feel like I have been extremely patient and have offered her the benefit of the doubt more times than I can count, but I feel like she hasn't really been a good friend over the last year. I don't know how to bring this up with her, because I don't want her to feel like I don't understand or don't support her. But I feel like nothing has been reciprocated. I don't even think I have expected much, knowing she is limited in spoons every single day. But I can't lie that it hurts seeing her posting about having a good time and going out to events, but leaving me high and dry, citing her physical and mental health. AITA, what do I even do? Thank you all for reading and considering. I know this is a really long post, and I appreciate your patience with me.